But yeah, let's talk about this Maine and Slim podcast we started. I should have started with this.
Popping. You popping. You popping.
Hey, but the number one question I get from people all the time. Damn, that sounds like my ad.
You Charlamagne now.
Nah, but for real though, bro. People ask me this question all the time, like, what makes? Matter of fact, Snoopy asked us that. What makes you think you can charge for an interview? Like, what do you think? Why do you think it's worth X amount of money? I'm gonna let you answer first.
So, I can't remember verbatim what I said to him, but what I would answer that question to anybody, just in general, is, I'm gonna put the value on what my interview is worth. You know what I'm saying? And I know that when we started ours, and I've gotten stopped people, whether they're at work, outside, for all the podcasts we've done so far, right? People have taken a liking to those people that we interview based off the interview, and that's why it's valuable. Like you have to pay for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we asking these questions, getting these great stories from people that people don't know. Like, we interview people that people have known for years and didn't know the stuff we asked them. You know what I'm saying? So it's just the level of work we gonna put into them interviews. Like, we don't go in there just sit down and just talk. No, we go search, we go listen to their music. I go to their Facebook page. I'm looking up stuff. Like, I'm getting everything I need to get in order to get them a good interview and get them a stand-up interview and make sure that anybody that watched this knows that person more. So at this point, it's up to that consumer whether they're gonna listen to the person's music or go to that person's event or get a video shot by that person. Like, regardless of what. We just did an interview with 420. The dope thing about him, he don't do interviews. He have no talking. Like, so if anybody want to know about him, you have to come to Maine Slim page. That's valuable, yes. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just,
I told you that too. Like, the reason why it was doing so well is because people want to hear from people that they don't see.
Exactly. And we ask great questions. Like, it sounds easy to ask a videographer, hey, how much you charge for video? Until you ask the videographer how much you charge for video. I just told you, years ago I did an interview with Quad. Shout out to Quad. He was saying, yo, the only person that make money in this is the videographer, and I think he said the DJs too, or whatever, right? And that now I know that can be further from the truth, because if a videographer is charging $200 for a video, and you think about all the stuff that go into a video, what's he bringing home? We just did math on something. You know what I'm saying? What we got to, what, it was $5.55 an hour? That's crazy. 30 hours? That's crazy. That makes no sense. So
I told you, a music video, I shoot a music video for the low for somebody, and I'm basically leaving home with $5.50 an hour.
Now, mind you, this is all when you factor in the edit. It's not in the shooting.
The editing is the hard, tedious part.
Yeah. So, like, what if y'all started charging just to, like, okay, we're going to charge to shoot it, but it's going to cost X, Y, Z to edit, which
a lot of people do that. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, that'd be dope. You should think about doing that. Just charge to shoot videos only.
I don't like to edit. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you should think about doing
just
that.
Shoot. Yeah, I mean, I could, bro. Honestly, like, I thought about doing it. I remember I met this guy when I first started doing all of this, and he's real good at effects and animations. And I was actually going to go into a partnership with him, and I was going to shoot the videos, and I was going to have him edit them, kind of same way LaFont and Ben Price do. I always stutter on names.
But what's gonna happen is somebody gonna ask you, what make you think you could charge to shoot the videos, not edit them? So it's always gonna be something, right? And I'll be
back
honest
to
with you,
our
like,
podcast.
It's nothing to do with Snoop. Shout out to Snoop. It was a fair question. I just dislike that question. That's like me asking a producer, what make you think you can charge to send me a beat? Like, everybody answers the same. You want it or you don't want it. Like, you don't have to come to Maine and Slim to get an interview at all. You can go to anybody. It's a bunch of podcasts in the city now.
But I think what people don't understand why this would be a service, and me personally, I think it's a good service, is the production behind it. Like, we've put in X amount of time. It's actually like a couple things. We put in X amount of time learning how to engineer sound. We put in time learning how to shoot video. We put in time learning how to edit videos. And then the biggest number one thing I think we can charge for interviews for is our brands. We put a lot of money establishing a brand, creating a audience, and having social media presence, and then on top of that, editing clips to put out to promote them, and then the interview is going to live for a long time.
Exactly.
Versus a music video, it's going to be real hot for 3 days, and then it's going to trickle down the next 3 days, and then it's going to be dead after a week.
You know, and the thing is, how do my value is like this, right? So when me and you came with the price, it wasn't based on this person, that person, that. No, it was just based on what we thought was a reasonable price for what we was gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if I am comparing it to things, so let's take a music video, right? So you're gonna do a music video. All right, cool. You pay. I'm gonna just say you pay. I guess I'm gonna say 150. I'm gonna just say 150. 150 for a music video. All right, cool. The music video is 3 minutes. Y'all shot for 2-3 days, whatever. This person went edit it, boom. They get a video out. The video went out. You shared it 3-4 times like most artists do, like only 3-4 times, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Cool. You get let's say you put ads on it, you get 20,000 views, cool. You got 3 comments on the video with 20,000 views. How'd it happen? Whatever. And cool. All right, it's fine. But then you come to us and you get the interview, and you get more traction of that interview. That's longer.
Mm-hmm.
Like that 3-minute song, I might like the song. 3 minutes of if I don't like 3 minutes of an interview, it's okay. But to not like the whole song, but you paying $150 for the video, like yeah, pay for the interview because it's gonna be part of the interview people gonna like. They're gonna get to know you. It's like that whatever that song can do for you in under 3 minutes, I guarantee the interview could do more for you. You know what I'm saying? Because the interview is gonna allow them to go to them songs probably. Or I've seen it happen before plenty of times. Like I've seen an interview somebody, heard a song, didn't like it. Seen the interview, heard a song, I liked it now. Cause I'm ready. I kind of I'm engaged with this person at this point.
Yeah.
I like the person, so you kind of it's not even us charging for an interview. Like you're buying character, technically speaking. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause how are we gonna interview you and talk to you? Most people not gonna do that. Most people don't look at rappers and say, you know what? Dang, I want to XYZ. I'm not gonna give my questions away, but XYZ. They ain't gonna think that. This is what they wanna know. Where you from? When you start rapping? I never asked that question yet. I don't care when you started rapping. That's not interesting to me.
I ain't gonna you. I hate them questions, but some of them are necessary when it comes to interviews.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
But I haven't asked that question on Maine Slim yet. I'm not gonna ask when you start rapping. That's not. You didn't pay for that.
Yeah.
I need to know that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna ask you what else was going on that made you start rapping around that time. I'm gonna know already when you start rapping. You know what I'm saying? So, but I say that to say like, I don't know. I do feel kind of way. I'm not gonna think. I do feel a way when somebody asks me, why can you charge for an interview? It's like, why can't I? Like, have you listened to my interviews? What's wrong with you? You know, I felt a little offended when somebody asked me that. That's crazy.
Bro, my mama asked me that too. She, I was on the phone with her, and I was like, yeah, I'm about to go do this interview. And she was like, interview for where? Because, you know, everybody got this whole thing about, bro, I know you ain't about to get no job. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I had told her, I was like, yeah, ma, you know, I do interviews or whatever. And I told her about what we got going on. And she just did not understand. She was like, I don't understand how you make money off that. And like, you know, I don't get it.
And like I said, I can even say this. Like, I remember when I was telling, before we started, you know, that's another thing. When we say we charge her. Me and you talked for like 3 or 4 months before we even started this. Probably longer than that. When COVID first came, we had already planned we were going to do XYZ. Mm-hmm. We every maybe 2 or 3 weeks we got together, talked, had a meeting, boom, we gonna start it. Another one, meet, start. Like we didn't just jump in there and say, "Are we gonna do this? We gonna charge this? We gonna go?" No, it was definitely a thought out thing.
Yeah, it was strategic.
And to the point where we was like, you know, if we wait any longer, we ain't gonna do it. So let's go ahead and do it. That's how much we thought it out. So when I get asked that question, I do feel offended. But I remember talking to Carlton. The last episode 99 we did, talking to Carlton, saying what we doing. It was like, I remember him saying like, yeah, I wouldn't pay for an interview. And I didn't take offense to it for him saying that. I mean, that's fine. You know, I respect anybody's opinion. But I also let me know, okay, it's going to be people with that mindset of I'm not paying for an interview. And that's okay. Because you still got to sit down with Slim. You still got more than the masses. But we don't charge for interviews. Mm-hmm. But it's selective basis. I choose who I have on. It's not like you could hit me up and say I want to come on. I'm like, all right, cool, let's meet up on Tuesday. No, it don't work like that. But this one I do. You send that money, I'll meet you on Tuesday.
And dog, I don't think people understand what we doing with this podcast. Like,
it's
this
not
podcast, yeah, this podcast is basically to promote people that have a brand. And not necessarily people that do music, people that do whatever. Like, if you have a charity event that you have, or, you know, you can come on Maine and Slim, and we're going to put it out there so more people can see it, more people can come to it.
It's just easier because, like, why would you now, I mean, you know each other, we got a good rapport, like probably a great rapport. So why would you go to sit down with Slim, then come to More Than Masters on the same week, whatever, and now you're putting the same clips out, you know what I'm saying? Like, or you might have a different conversation with them, and I'm gonna have a different one. But when you could have both in one,
Yeah.
kids who work one song, and then we both gonna push it. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to you coming to yours and then coming to mine, and which is crazy because you're gonna be at mine anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it don't make sense. It just didn't make sense. It just was like it's a good partnership. But I think just in general, when you think about the amount of work we put in these interviews and these people that we have on, how serious we take it, we be there 2 hours early, an hour early half the time before they come and we set up. By the time they come set up, they done. Can't nobody come in and say when they came in, we was done. We set up already. Halftime, they be late if anything. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, and we stay active. Like we put them out in a timely manner. We don't do something and put it out 3 weeks. No, we put it out in a timely manner. Like everything is right then and there. Mm-hmm. I think we put one out the very next day, if I'm mistaken. So.
Yeah, the one we did with Tasha.
Yeah, we don't play. Like, we don't play around.
Brothers.
We did that on a Thursday and put out on Friday. So, like, it's. I mean,
and the event was Saturday.
Thank you. You know what I'm saying? So you think about, and then I know that what we did, it helped. I got a lot of text messages about where can they be at? Where can they be at to get the book back? So, like, it's just one of them things where I feel like I'm able to charge because for so long I didn't charge. I put the work in. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, the charge is not like, it's not like I'm not eating off Maine Slim. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not eating off Maine Slim. This is just something we're doing because it's taking time away from our own brand anyway. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's just something to do. If we're going to do this, we might as well go ahead and be able to do this.
And bro, let's be honest. Like, we should get paid for something that we're good at. Because like, definitely, no matter what I do, and I do a lot of stuff right now, but I'm the best at podcasting. You know what I'm saying?
So, and that's the thing. Like, I think when somebody asks that question, they gotta ask about, all right, well, how long we been doing it? You know what I'm saying? When you think about in an area or in this 50-mile radius, whatever you want to do, who's up there? You know what I'm saying? It's like you're gonna have us every time. So I don't see why I wouldn't. Like, why would we join forces for free?
Yeah.
We already doing great alone for free. You know what I'm saying?
And like I said, and the biggest thing you're paying for is the production. Yeah. Like, think about all the podcasts you see, and like some of them is a little iffy. You like, you know, the sound is decent, but the video isn't that good. Or you might see somebody with great video and the sound isn't that good.
So you got people that are gonna make their mistakes because they just starting out, which we've already done. Like we got years in it, so. Pretty much, we just go set up and go. You know what I'm saying? Like, we do the checks, all that stuff. We not missing the mic check. We not missing whether the video is fine. Like, all that stuff we doing on the fly. So we good. We got people that are just starting as newer, and they gonna have them problems. Yeah, I can understand. I'll be pissed if I pay X amount of money and then you put the video out and audio sound like I'm 30 feet back. I'm mad. Yeah, I'm mad. You know, I'm mad if you put a podcast out, but I'm hearing mad air in the mic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm mad, but.
White noise.
I haven't got no complaints.
White noise after white noise.
You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Like, what is white noise at this point? You know what I'm saying? It's foreign to me at this point. So, yeah, that's how I feel. But I just feel like Maine Slim, like I said, it's a business cast at the end of the day. So, when you come on here, it's to promote yourself or your business, your brand, something you're doing. It's very rare you're going to have a podcast here or interview here. It's so much a business cast. I don't know whether to call it a podcast or what, because depending on what the person wants is what we doing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But what I will say is, it's always for the person. It's still to promote. It's still to push the city. I would encourage everybody to come on if you can. You know what I'm saying? Invest in yourself, because once the page do start doing the same amount of numbers our pages do, you know what I'm saying? It's only but so many times. I still feel like in the amount of time we've done stuff, like. The start has been way bigger than when I first started mine, when you first started yours.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
and it's still growing.
The message is crazy. You know what I'm saying? The comments is crazy. The shares is crazy. It's sometimes I go in there and I see
the views are really good too.
The views are good, so it's nothing to really worry about. You know what I'm saying? And then we put out good content. And honestly, if I put my mind to it, we could put out a clip every single day for the next 2 months off just interviews we got alone right now. Mm-hmm. But that's why we charge, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why the content, the quality is high.
And I think it's a great platform because we not asking nobody their relationship statuses on there.
You silly. I really don't care if you got a girlfriend or boyfriend. Though, honestly, like
Yeah, I
I
don't care at all, dog.
The
That's
only
why
way I
it
ever
tripped
ask
me
that
out.
question is somebody coming to say, "Hey, ask me this," or "Ask me about that," which is honestly something you can do. It's your money. You know what I'm saying? It's something you can do. You want to ask me to ask you about this? Fine. If I can find a way to ask it, I'm gonna ask it. But yeah, I want to ask that question personally.
And bro, I told you, after me and you did that interview, I was like, I know people gonna hit me up talking about, let's do an interview, and it happened. And I'm like, bro, I'm not doing no interviews, dog.
Oh yeah.
I told you it was gonna happen too. I had like 3 people hit me the same week, like, hey, bro, let me interview you. I'm like, dog, I'm not doing interviews.
Even that, you gotta think about when I asked you to interview and asked you questions. You done told one story plenty of times.
Mm-hmm.
And people that are watching that now, like, yo, it happened to Slim. That's crazy. It happened. You done told it since you first came out.
Yeah.
So that just goes to show you why the platform is important. Because even with how big your platform is, it's still some people that didn't hear them stories from you, didn't know that about you. You know what I'm saying? We had somebody in the room that day that never met you before.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like all that matters. So I mean, and then like I said we just take the craft seriously. I'm be honest with you. I listen to other podcasts. So I guess in a nutshell, let me say this. I gotta really make this point. When you think about it being a fee with Maine Slim or invoice attached to Maine Slim, also think about this. You're not paying for the interview like only. You're paying for all the hard work I rated and put in, all the hard work Slim rated and put in, all the hours I put in for free, all the hours Slim put in for free, everything I know about audio, everything Slim know about video, everything I know about interviewing, everything Slim know about interviewing, conversation.
Mm-hmm.
You paying for what I know, what I do on a regular basis. You know what I'm saying? You're not paying for that particular moment. You're paying for that good quality, and you're investing in yourself so that you can get that. Because you're not gonna find. Not just nobody, but you're not gonna find it nowhere else. I can put money on it. If you get a Maine and Slim interview from anywhere, and you pick that same person and go to any platform where they win at, and you tell me which one was better. That's it. I mean, that's why I charge. So.
And we got to answer another question that people ask a lot. Would you pay for?
Would I pay for an interview?
Yeah.
If I'm investing in myself, yeah. I didn't pay for stuff. Now, would I pay for an interview around here? Me?
Yeah, sure. We can take it there.
It depends on it depends on what I want pushed. But I would have to know what I'm paying for. Mm-hmm. I'm not paying for no respect to nobody. I'm not paying somebody when they just started 6 months ago.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I still see flaws in their work. Now, if they got great work, and I'm looking at their work as a level of comparison, like that's somebody that's popping, and I feel like their platform is good. Why not? It makes no sense for me not to do that if I'm investing in myself. However, as a podcaster, I don't have to necessarily invest in myself with an interview for podcasting. That would make no sense for me. Mm-hmm. What makes sense for me is to do a good podcast and pay to get it pushed. That make more sense.
Yeah.
So it's hard to ask a podcaster that kind of question. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And
had I been a rapper, that'd be different. Yeah, I would go on platforms where I think people are looking for rappers. Yeah, that makes sense. And somebody asked me right now about paying Adam 22 for an interview. Why wouldn't I? He got a good following. That's a good investment. If I got it, I'm gonna pay. Yeah, because I know I'm getting X amount of views off the rip, and X amount of people gonna follow me off the rip. So it just depends on the platform. You know what I'm saying? But also what I'm trying to push.
I would pay for an interview. Like for example, I'm starting this T-shirt business. I would pay somebody for an interview so I can promote that business.
Where at though? Like, would you pay? See, I don't want to use name. I ain't trying to get my messed up. All right, so would you pay one of the podcasts that we listen to, or we got good ties with, or would you pay somebody, let's say out of Atlanta, that got a nice following and they talk about this? They talk about fashion all the time. What would make more sense to you?
Yeah, definitely doing that.
So it just depends, right? So it's not like you wouldn't pay, but it depends. Like